I've managed to successfully change all of the coolant hoses. We've got absolutely no leaks. I'm going to take it out for a drive later. To be honest, I think it's been about 3 weeks since I've managed to drive it. I'm changing all the belts, all of the hoses. They've been a particularly awkward job all underneath the bulkhead here. Given that I travel so much, I'm away so much, and I work so much, it's been quite a job to find the time to get this bloody thing finished. But the next job I've identified that needs to be done as a matter of urgency is the hoses that lead to the coolant, the oil cooler pipes for the automatic transmission. Probably can't really, there's a torch in the bottom of the engine bay down here, and it's shining. We'll just let this van pass. I'm in the street as usual, it's quite noisy. Let's have a look, see if I can zoom in. I think the battery's about dead in the torch actually, but yeah. Where's it shining to? There we go. That stainless steel hose there joins onto a very, very swollen, and there is a Jubilee clamp, which is, yeah, this is right down in the bottom of the engine. I'm struggling to reach it. It's a good sort of metre and a half away from me. So there is a hose, let's have a look. At the bottom of that pipe there, it's bent about 90 degrees. It comes up and there is a hose at the top. And now that hose goes over the top of the automatic transmission. It sort of wraps around, it's completely blind. Now if we go underneath, I might be able to sort of show you a better view. I'm going to have to, oh, excuse me, crawling and grovelling in the street. Let's zoom out. Now these are transmission pipes. This has just been replaced. That's water. The water goes through here, and it's got like a sleeve, like a thermos flask, where the transmission oil rolls around the outside and the water goes through the centre. So this is a transmission pipe, and that's about 2 feet long. Oh, squeezing on my back here. That looks very, very wet. Let's get my other torch. We need a bit more light. I do have an LED on top of the camera here, but it's shining in the wrong place. So here's another one of those pipes. It's much shorter. It comes from here, and it joins the front of the cooler. So the oil goes in one side, and it comes out the other side slightly cooler. They'll be fairly straightforward to get to. It's wet here, so it's clearly leaking. Let me move the LED off the top of the, I'll move it around a bit in my hand, might be able to see a bit better. You can see how wet it is, it's horribly greasy. So we've got to change that pipe. Yeah, this pipe here, oh gosh, I'm struggling to point to it. And let's follow along. Yeah, that pipe there, no, this is not working with me moving the LED light around. Let's put it back where it was. So yeah, definitely. Now, that should be relatively straightforward to get to. It's probably about 2.5 feet of pipe. And if I crawl underneath the car, let me zoom out. Oh dear devil, this is awkward. There we go. Where does it come out? I did notice crawling underneath. Ugh, gosh, I'm not sure. Oh, gosh, excuse me grunting. I really am struggling flat on my back in the street. You can see there's a lot of oil here. Where's my hand? Here it is in the blue glove. This is the oil filter, and there is a hose, just about 2 centimetre long hose here. Just see my blue glove. That's rubber, and that looks rock hard. It's got 2 Jubilee clamps, so I'll definitely have to change that. That's an oil pipe, and it's wet. There's definitely oil leaking somewhere. The oil filter is very dry. I changed that recently, so I'll definitely change that. And what else have we got here? Gosh, squeezing on my back. There's a couple more. That pipe that I was really struggling to show you, this is the other side of it. You just see my thumb wriggling about. If I do it with the blue glove, it's easier to see. So that pipe goes, this is the automatic transmission pan. That pipe goes, it's very, very swollen. The camera's struggling to focus in the dark here, but it really is horribly swollen. Staggering that that doesn't leak everywhere. That pipe's about 2 or 3 feet long, so we've got one side here, and it threads over the transmission tunnel, and it comes out on the other side. Oh, let me crawl underneath the car. got to be careful because the exhaust's a little bit hot. This is the exhaust. Let's have a look, where are we? Right, God, this is difficult in the street. Yep, so this is the, is that the dipstick? Yes, this is the dipstick, the automatic transmission pan. There's oil everywhere, so I'm going to be having the transmission pan off soon. I will change the gasket, I'll clean everything, and whilst this oil pipe, the transmission dipstick is off, I should be able to get my hand up here somewhere. Bloody awkward, but can we see it in the camera? We're working almost blind. Some lunatic revving his car up, excuse that fool. There we go. Let's just, yeah, it's out of focus, I can't, but anyway, I'll have to push my hand under here and work blind to get to the other side of that transmission hose. Oh, nice spinning of tyres there, jolly good, friendly neighbours here. Oh, okay, yeah, so in the next week or so that will definitely happen. I'll take the oil pan off, change the gasket, flush all of the fluid. Whilst the pan is off, I'll put a brand new filter in there, and I will also, by hook or by crook, get my hands up into here and change that hose, and it comes around the other side, and then we'll change at the front down here on the cooler. So there is quite a lot to be done. Let me just wriggle out. I'm lying flat on my back on a bit of cardboard in the street. I'm just sliding along here. This has got to be tied down. That's wriggling about. I haven't got any bolts, but I've got a couple of large cable ties which will do for a few weeks until I'm able to get the correct bolts. But this all needs painting, so I'll strap this down, stop it wriggling about. I don't want it wriggling about while I drive it. Just a couple of heavy cable ties will be fine. Short measure. Ooh, I'm just about to get run over. Let me squeeze out. Gosh, here we go. Get myself out, and I've got my bloody feet run over.